I got a few Iem'S from Kinera and Kinera's sub-brand Kinera Celeste. Today I've got the new Celeste Plutus Beast. It's an SPD plus a bone conduction and balanced armature, and also got the Phoenixcall, which is I think it's a 1+3 hybrid, as well as the new Kinera Freya 2, which is I think is another 1+3 hybrid. It's more of the mid to high end tier of Kinera's releases, and yeah, I thought since I had all three at the moment, I might as well do a little comparison of all three as well, which I've been doing myself, just out of curiosity of how they all sound. I'll start with the Plutus Beast. It's got a really fun, bassy kind of a sound signature. It's the SPD I think is doing most of the work. Not sure how much the bone conduction driver is doing in terms of the bass or the mid bass, but it does have a really nice punchy low end as well. It's got a good amount of bass and good fun bass, and it's got pretty good resolution and details as well. But it's a more fun signature compared to the other two. The other two are a little more resolving, a little more balanced in the overall tonality wise. They're not quite as bassy, but they do have good basses. But the Plutus Beast is a little more of a fun, bassy IM with a good amount of detail and pretty good resolution, and the overall tonality is pretty good too. And with the Phoenixcall, you get a bit more resolution in the details, and the bass isn't quite as punchy. It's not too bad. I noticed with the Freya 2 that the Freya 2 it has a little more punch in it than the Phoenixcall does, which gives it a little more body for things like drums and vocals and other instruments, bass guitars, and the resolution between the two isn't too far apart, but yeah, that extra bit of note weight and warmth in the Freya 2 just makes it just a little cleaner, a little crisper in the resolution as well. You get that little bit extra punchiness and gives it more of a lifelike amount of details, which is more close to what you'd would expect from a more higher end unit. I ran the Freya 2 and the Plutus Beast and Phoenixcall on my amps that I've got, the XDO XP2 Balanced, which is my portable amp, and one of my desktop headphone amps that I've recently got is the XDO MT602, which I've upgraded with Jan 50, 65, or was it 5665W? Anyway, I upgraded the tubes. I can't remember exactly what the model was, but yeah, it's the Freya 2 sounds absolutely just flawless on the tube amp. It really likes the warmer signature of tube amps, and I found it didn't sound too bad on the XGO XP2 balanced either. It really does require a bit of power. I tried the Freya 2 and the Phoenixcall on the Truthier Shio, and I don't think it's got quite enough power to really dig out the resolution and the full potential of them. But when you do step up to a bit more power, like with the XP2 balanced and the NT602 amps, you get a bit better resolution and bit warmer details and a bit more of a natural sound, especially on the NT602, which really brought out the warmth and the cleanliness of how good the Freya 2 could sound, as well as the Phoenixcall. They all kind of like a little bit of power. Not so much the Plutus Beast. It's a pretty easy going option. Like you don't really need a lot of power to really get the best out of the Plutus Beast, because it already has a pretty bassy signature. So putting it on a warmer source isn't really gonna sort of make a big difference like it did with the like the Phoenixcall and the Freya 2, which I think do require a more powerful and warmer source than your average dongle. I found especially the Freya 2 sounded quite thin on the Truthier Shio, and even in high gain it just didn't sound right. But yeah, as soon as I put it on the MT602, it sounds absolutely just amazing. Like I'd say good enough to be a new reference IEM in my lineup of like just really high quality IEMs that I've been able to review lately. And Kinera did send all these in, so yeah, I want to thank Kinera for sending in the Plutus Beast, the Phoenixcall and the Freya 2. I did forget to mention that earlier, but they did send them in for review. And yeah, so yeah, like I was saying, you do get a bit more resolution on the Phoenixcall as opposed to the more just fun signature of the Plutus Beast. But then you step up a little more into just a little more resolution and a little more punchy detailed bass. And although the resolution isn't too far apart in the Phoenixcall and the Freya 2, they are actually quite close, but it's just that extra meatiness in the bass. I mean, they don't have necessarily any like a V shape or anything like that. It's still a very neutral kind of a bass, but it's just a little punchier, and it just hits a little harder, and it just makes the Freya 2 just that bit more of a resolving and more natural kind of a sound as compared to the Phoenixcall, which is just a little bit thinner in especially in like in the mid range, with that little bit less punchiness and authority in the bass, but they're still a really fun IM. And like, if you didn't have the Freya 2 to compare them to, I mean, you're really going to be happy with the sound signature as it is. It's like, you might, like, if you EQ IMs like I do sometimes, you might bump up the mid bass, 1 or 2 dB, and you pretty much got damn near perfect sounding IM. Like, the resolution's great, the overall tonality is really good, and but when you do step up to like a more flagship level IM and like the Freya 2, you do get that bit of extra resolution and bit better tuning overall. I did mention in the bass, that you just get a more natural sound overall. And I found the Freya 2 was just phenomenal with things like jazz and instrumental and vocal tracks sound really nice. Artists I listen to like Aurora and Lana Del Rey, London Grammar, they all sound like just perfect. And even when I switch to something like Nea Obliviscaris, like bit of metal, they still sound just perfect. And I listen to a bit of symphonic metal as well, just to kind of test like the sound staging capabilities and the resolution and imaging, and Ghost Love Score by Nightwish is one of my reference tracks that I often go to, and the Freya 2 was just a little cleaner, and it did have that extra little bit of punch, so it did come off a little more natural than the Phoenixcall, but the Phoenixcall wasn't really that far behind. It was just lacking just a little bit of that mid bass, which just made it come off a little bit thinner. But again, like I said, if you can use an EQ app in, like I stream Tidal and I use Wavelet, and all you got to do is bump up the bass 1 to 2 dB, and you've got pretty much a really well-rounded IM in the Phoenixcall as well. If you are looking for more of a fun kind of a sounding IM, I think the Plutus Beast is really great kind of a IM too. Like, they were pretty good for rock and metal and hip hop, that sort of thing, because you do get that punchy, gritty kind of a bass with that SPD and the bone conduction unit. I don't know how much that's contributing, but. And you get a bit of sparkle from the balanced armature as well, which I'm pretty sure it's got the balanced armature in it as well. Might be wrong, but yeah. Overall, they're all really great in their own right. Like like for their price range. I think they're going to be pretty competitive. I know the Phoenixcall and the Plutus Beast are already pretty popular, and the Freya 2's getting ready to launch pretty soon. I haven't been confirmed a price on the Freya 2 yet, but it will be out pretty soon. It also came with these final E tips, which are really good. Like, I love those tips. They give a nice punchy bass and bit of clarity as well with those tips. They're also very comfortable, and yeah, so if you are looking for a great hybrid and you want to spend a little extra and you've maybe already got the Phoenixcall, I think the logical step would be the Freya 2, and like I said, it's near on one of my new reference sets. I mean, I just reviewed the Tangzu Neza as well, and that's just another phenomenal IM, and that was an all BA with an EST on, and yeah, there's some amazing IMs coming out of these tri-fi companies at the moment, and yeah, Kinera has definitely shown what they're capable of with the Freya 2, which I think is just as good as the Tangzu Neza, and I just absolutely loved both of them. I've got the Lecture Cadenza 4 as well at the moment, which I'll be reviewing pretty soon, and yeah, I might do a little comparison of the Lecture Cadenza 4 with the Freya 2 when I do that video as well. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got to say on those for now. I think they're all very good options in their price ranges. I had a lot of fun listening, comparing all of them, and I'm really grateful for being able to do this for you guys, and for Kinera, them trusting me with reviewing their products and my group. I'll be sending out the Plutus Beast and the Phoenixcall to my other group members, as well as the Freya 2 to some of the other group members that haven't reviewed it yet. So yeah, stay tuned, and I'll link some of my other group members. They're on Head-Fi and also on YouTube. I'll link them in the comments or in the description rather, and yeah, you can check them out as well. They'll have their own impressions pretty soon. David, who's on my review team, he's already reviewed the Freya 2, and so you'll be able to see his review on headfi.org. I'll link David in the description as well, so that you can check out his review of the Freya 2 as well if you want. I'll do a written review of all three in the upcoming weeks. So I've been pretty busy, so I'm sort of a little behind on some of my reviews at the moment. But yeah, I'm trying to get around to staying on top of them if I can. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I'll be back soon.